Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Riri Naija. I am here to tell you guys thank you. There's a lot of support on my channel and I really do appreciate this. I don't take it for granted at all, guys. I am very happy and I'm saying thank you. And yeah, so in my previous video, it was a vlog and I was talking about a story, but I was telling you guys I'm going to do it in a separate video. And yes, and a lot of you guys told me to make sure to tell you guys this story, and I really appreciate the love, guys. The love has been oh mad, oh hey, the love has been crazy, guys, and I appreciate it a lot. So I'm here to tell you guys this story. I hope, okay, so like when I was actually thinking about the story very well, I hope it sounds funny as much as I feel like it is funny to me. At that point in time when this issue actually happened, it wasn't funny, guys. Guys, it wasn't funny at all. It wasn't funny, but like time, now I understand why people say time heals, guys. I feel like I can talk about it. I can actually laugh about it. So that means I have healed out of it and it has taught me a lesson. So I will stop talking and just go straight to the story. So guys, this story, so it was okay, so this was me in college. Let me give you guys a background information about it so that you guys can understand where I'm coming from. So I was in school. Shout out to my UWS alumni. Yeah. I was in school and I was in my second to my final semester. No, I was in my final semester. Yeah, it was my final semester. So I was a senior in my final semester and I was graduating that semester. So but just a little bit of background information. And originally when I came to UWS, so when I keep saying UWS, that's University of Wisconsin Superior. So that was where I graduated from. And at that school, I started off as a media communication student with a major in political science. I know, what was I thinking, guys? And then as time goes on, the Nigerian in me was telling me, Farida, where will you make money? And I dropped the political science. I went ahead, tried to do peace studies. And at the same time, my mom was like, peace studies? Who are you keeping peace for, Farida? Who are you keeping peace for? And I left that and I realized that I was switching majors because I was avoiding maths. Guys, you know, people said, oh, I'm not good at math. Guys, I am not good. You know, they say we should say positive things. I am good at maths, but you know what I mean. So I was trying to avoid a lot of any major that had to do with math. I was trying to avoid it as much as possible. And then towards my second semester, I decided to do business minor. I took business as a minor, and then as time goes on, I decided to make business my major. So I studied business administration. However, I had another major, which is media communication. So I had two majors at the school. And I remember, so I was doing this business. It was hard. Those of you that know me then, shout out to Miriam, Norma, Nabite, all of you guys that know me then. I used to cry, guys, when I have a class and I feel like I'm not doing well in that class, or I'm just scared, I start crying, guys. I come back home and I start crying. So my story, so I had a finance class, and if you know finance is the mother of maths, if you know what I mean. Finance is the mother of accounting. Finance is not anybody's mate. If you're not good in math, finance is not your mate. So guys, I took finance, and I think it was finance 320 or something like that. I entered into that class. I knew it had to be God, because left to me alone, I know that there was nothing I could do. You know, when you surrender to God before you even start the thing. So that was what I did. I was taking the class, and I had a couple of friends in that class. So I had Yushang, I can't pronounce that right. I hope if you're listening to this, girl, I love you. Yeah, so I had a couple of friends in that class, and the exam, the way it was done, it was, I think we had 4 exams and a couple of assignments, and with that, I think with a couple of quiz or something like that, but the exam takes more marks and definitely attendance. So I was taking this class, like the first exam, I bombed it. I didn't do well. I mean, when I bombed it, I was still like, I think I got like 70 over 100. But guys, let me remind you guys, I was in my final semester. My GPA cannot be dancing. So at this time, I was in my mind, I'm like, there's a certain GPA that I already projected I wanted to graduate with. So nothing was going to come between me and my GPA. Because if you know where I'm coming from, I cannot afford to fail. So as I was saying, and I took that class. It was like I remember, and I was also a resident assistant, and so I was a resident assistant for my floor because I lived in the dorm. So I was a resident assistant. So I was always studying, guys, because I remember like I was always studying, and when I study, sometimes I just cry. I was frustrated because graduation was close. I had to start looking for jobs because I was graduating, and I had a lot of classes because I was also taking 18 credit that semester. Yes, 18 credit. If you know what 18 credit is, it is not beans. I was taking 18 credit with that also. And I remember I took my first exam, 70 over 100. Yeah, in my mind, I'm like, Farida, this is not the way. And then after that exam, I tried to do well in my assignments and my quiz. And the second exam, it was average too. And the third exam, guys, I studied. You know, when you study and in your mind you're like, I have done everything that needs to be done. God take control. You know, when you study and then put God, I studied my heart. Like, I was intentional. So I studied because I could not bomb that exam. No. And I didn't want to have a C in that class. I can't afford a C because I'm talking about GPA and I'm talking about final year of graduation. So I cannot bomb it. Hey. So I remember I studied so well. I stayed up all night. Like, I've been studying subsequently as the class was occurring, as the class was going on. I was studying so that it won't be too much material for me to cover at once. So I kept studying. Like a day before the exam, I met up with some of my friends. We studied really hard. Because it's a lot of formulas. So if you know anything about finance, it's a lot of formulas. You're even allowed to have formulas in the exam. It's a lot of formulas. So the question can fit with any of the formulas. You just have to think which of the formulas sits well with that question. So I don't know how to explain it, but if you are a finance major or you've taken finance before, you will know what I'm talking about. So the third exam, remind you, there was 4 exams. I did averagely well in 2 exams, and when I mean average, still it's not good enough because GPA is there. It is there. So I cannot, average is not what I'm calling for, because you can't have a C. It's a 4 credit class. I think you can't have a C. If you know what a 4 credit class is, you can't be having a C in a 4 credit class. No. And I calmed down. I studied. I did everything in my power. So I did what I could do. You know this serenity prayer where they say, God, I have done what I can do. I have left the rest for you. I believe I can't change any other thing apart from that. So I controlled what I felt like I could control. And that was me studying hard, which I did. Guys, I studied. I studied, guys. Fine and good. Your girl studied. It was exam time. And the exam, the professor is very laid back. Me and my friends, like all of us, we all sat down at the back. Like, the professor does not even care. Does not care. We wrote the exam. I wrote people of God, I wrote. Hey, the calculator, like I was pressing the digits. Even 1+1, I was still putting it in the just to make sure, because you know I exam anxiety. 1+1 can become 10 now. So no. I studied, used everything the way it's supposed to be used. I finished the whole paper, flipped back, finished everything. It was almost time, but I think it was like 15 minutes for us to round up. I was already done, but I still sat down there because I cannot afford it. Let me sit down. I sat down, guys. My friends, I had one of my friend, Yu Shan. She's from China. She's such a good friend. Yu Shan yes, Yu Shan was sitting close to me, and we were about to stand up, guys. And I think she mistakenly saw my paper. She was like, no, Farida, it is not like that. No, wrong. I said, Kini, what is wrong? Guys, hey, my mind was shaking, like, what is wrong? 15 minutes to, you're telling me, Kini, wrong. She looked at it, she was like, no, the formula for that one, you miss it. I mean, we use pencil because it's a lot of formulas. So I just used pencil, I just used my eraser and erased it. Hey! I started erasing. Hey! I erased it in such a way that you can still see it. But because I was in a haste, and the working is very long, and she told me that, oh, you have to use the other formula, and I sat down. I started changing. I was changing. Guys, I tried my best to. I wrote what according to what my friend told me the formula was. I interchanged it. I changed it. I wrote it there. In my mind, I'm like, maybe it's the mercy of God. Abi, since I have read and God brought a good Samaritan close to me that would help me figure, that would finally let me know that I was doing the wrong thing at the last minute, guys. It was time to turn in the paper. After I was done interchanging everything at the last minute, I went to the professor like, I'm done. He was like, Farida, you're done? I'm like, yeah, I am done. And as I was about to put my paper there, he just shifted my paper back. Hey, maybe the man saw me talking. I was like, no. Devil, not today. It is not today. So guys, let me even cut the long story short. The professor, he allowed other people to submit their paper, and they went ahead, and he started laughing. I said, sir, why are you laughing? He said, Farida, I'm looking at your work right now, and I see here that you erased this at the last minute. And what you had previously, and I can speak, even though you erased everything, I can still see all the workings because you didn't erase it properly. And what you did is correct. And the new one that you have by the side is wrong. I said, my village people, it is a lie. Hey, sir, what? He said, yeah. He said, I tried to erase it, but I didn't erase it well, and he can actually still see the workings, but it's not gonna let me go. That is gonna score me based on the one that I corrected. That he knew I did that one. He knew. He said it was the last. He saw us talking. He knew it was the last minute talking that confused me. And because of that, he's still going to, he's not gonna score me based on what he thinks I know, but he's going to score me based on what he can see. And this is not to harm me, but to teach me a lesson, to have confidence in myself, and to believe in myself, and to trust my intuition. And all the English you use, I don't understand again, guys. And this man scored me, and I got, was it 25 out of 100? Guys, I cried. I didn't even blame anybody. I blamed myself, because why didn't I trust myself? I studied hard. Why did I not trust myself? So I couldn't blame anybody. I couldn't blame the friend. I couldn't blame anybody. I blamed myself. And so I banked that exam. I didn't even do averagely. I failed it woefully. I went back home. I cried my eyes out. I cried my eyeballs out. Picked up my exam. Life moves on. The last exam, I did very, very well. I think I got about 97 or something like that. I did well, and with a couple of my assignments and everything, I still got a B+ in that class. With that exam, I would have probably gotten like an A. If I did well in that third one that I got about 25 over 100 or something like that, I would have probably ended up that class with an A1, like A minus or something like that, but I ended up with a B plus. I'm very grateful to that, and I really am grateful that I actually still had a B plus, and I graduated with a good GPA, thank God. But it taught me a lesson, guys. Sometimes you just need to trust yourself. Like, even if I had done that exam and I failed because of what I actually wrote down on my own, I won't even be angry. I won't, because at least I know. But you know, when you did the right thing and at the last minute you messed it all up and they're telling you what you did is right, it hurts. So that is my story. I hope you guys enjoyed it, guys. I don't want this video to be too long because there's really nothing to edit here, because it's a story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it encourages somebody out there to stick to themselves, be confident in yourself. Yeah, and if anyone has a similar story, please put it down below in the comment section. Let's laugh now. We can laugh about it. This is about 5 years ago, I think. We can laugh about it now. It's something that I can laugh about. It's something I can talk about. But then, guys, funny. It wasn't funny at all. I cried, guys. I cried. But yeah, I'll end this video. Video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure to subscribe. Encourage your girl. Encourage me now. Encourage me by supporting me, by turning on your notification, just so that when I put out a video, you guys can see it and watch my video. Support me. Please watch this video up until the end. Don't be jumping. The story has to be complete. Watch everything up until the end. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. And already, bye bye.